The following video is not made for kids under 13. If you are not 13 years old, please exit out of the video now. And please, YouTube, do not sue me. Hey guys, Mooky here, and I'm back with another part of What If Izuku Was Pyra and Mithra's Driver. This is part 8. In the last parts, Izuku and Pyra and Mithra basically, and everyone in Class 1A, chose on who would be their class representative, with Pyra helping out Ida during the whole crisis in the lunchroom, and also allowing Izuku to be vice rep of Class 1A alongside, Momo. And then they go to the USJ, and such as the League of Villains arrive. And with that said, let's get into this. With Izuku basically feeling kind of nervous, and Pyra sees this and tells Izuku, calm down. I know things might feel scary right now, but you need to focus. As Izuku realized what Pyra said and saying, yeah, you're right. Soon after, he grabs his sword and the flame blade soon comes out. As Aizawa is saying, Midoriya, stay back. 13, keep an eye on all of them. As Izuku saying, but Mr. Aizawa, you're facing against a whole bunch of villains down there. Your quirk only works on people one at a time. You can't fight on them on your own. As Pyra's saying, let us help you, please. We can, if we help you out, it will cause less strain on your eyes in the process, and you would feel less tired and exhausted as well. As Aizawa is saying, I appreciate the help, Midoriya, and Pyra, was it? But I can handle this myself. Yet, as a pro, you have to learn new tricks if you think I can't handle this on my own. Soon after, he jumps down and cancels the quirks of multiple people while using his scarf to knock them to the ground, kick them, or punch them as well. As Izuku is shocked and surprised seeing this, saying that maybe he does have this, but he can't just sit by and do nothing. As Pyra encourages Izuku, I know you're going to do this, so I'm right by your side. Don't forget that. As Izuku saying, yeah, thanks Pyra. As they jump down as well, after seeing this, both Bakugo and Kirishima try to rush down there. So mostly because Bakugo doesn't want Izuku to show him up, and Kirishima just wants to help out Aizawa and Izuku anyway. However, 13 stops both of them as Izuku rushes down and knocks out a couple of villains with his Texas Smash, spinning around as the flaming blade hits at least 10 villains with one strike, knocking them all back and unconscious. As Aizawa sees this thing, what the heck are you doing, you two? I told you to get back. As Izuku saying, I know, but we want to help out as much as we can. I know you can handle yourself, Mr. Aizawa, but I don't want to feel like I'm useless in a situation like this. I said, if I had the chance to use this power, I would use it to protect others, alongside Pyra and Mithra, no matter what. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Right, Pyra? As Pyra's saying, yeah, we're not going anywhere. I swear to protect Izuku no matter what, and stand by him. Alongside Pyra, if Pyra was here, she would say the same thing. As soon after, a villain tries to attack them, with Izuku knocking him back, and a couple of villains try to sneak up behind, try to hit them from their blind side, with Izuku passing the sword to Pyra and she knocking out the villains easily with not even trying or breaking a sweat. As Aizawa sees this, saying the two of them are perfectly in sync. They work together while sharing the blade. They cover each other's weaknesses, things that the one other can see, the other can, and covering each other as well. It's quite the unique quirk in a way. As Izuku says, "Time to end this. Detroit smash!" As a giant wave of fire soon smashes down to the ground, knocking tons of villains that were in front of them away. Soon after, Shigaraki sees this, saying, "That little brat's taking out our disposable pawns. This is getting so frustrating and annoying." As saying, "What would you have us do, Tomura Shigaraki? Did you take care of the brats?" As Kurogiri saying, "Yes. Most of them have been separated to other areas. However, what would you do about the boy with the sword and the girl in red?" As saying, "Just do what you want. Send the Nomu. Kill that brat. And the hero as well." As Shigaraki tells Nomu to kill Izuku and Pyra and basically wreck Aizawa. And with the Nomu rushing at Izuku, the Pyra soon steps in and creates a shield. However, the shield is basically broken instantly, with both of them being knocked back. As Aizawa was saying, "Midoriya, are you okay?" As saying, "We're fine." But that thing can really hit hard. Destroyed her shield really easily. Wait, don't tell me that as he realized, that's the thing. He's the one that's going to kill All Might. As Aizawa realizing, and if that's the case, he must have a strength quirk. And decides to use his eyes on the Nomu, hoping that his strength quirk was nullified. However, it was, but the shock absorption was not. Believing, as Shigaraki saying, "Is that all you got? Don't think that Nomu can be taken out with an easy attack like that. Plus, I will give you a little bit of a insight. He has multiple quirks, just so you know." As Aizawa hears this and is shocked to even think that is that even possible. Before he's grabbed by the Nomu and slapped on the ground, with Shigaraki about to touch his arm and force it and becoming decayed. But before he could touch Aizawa, Mithra was behind him and was about to slash him, but he stepped back before she could lay a fatal hit on him. While doing that, she soon also cut off the arm of the Nomu, with Aizawa finally able to catch free, with his left arm actually feeling quite broken from being slammed on the ground. As Mithra saying, "Come on, Mr. Aizawa, time to get up." As saying, "Thanks, Pyra?" "Mithra." As saying, "Yeah, Mithra, thanks." Izuku run up to the both of them saying, "Nice work, Mithra, way to go." As she's saying, "It was easy, but I won't lie. The guy with the hand mask is really faster than I expected to even react fast enough for me not to even hit him. To be honest, it's surprising." As Izuku saying, "Don't worry, we can handle this now. But did you really have to go overboard with the guy with the arm, cutting off that guy's arm?" And saying, "What? Did you really expect otherwise?" As soon after, Shigaraki laughs, saying, "That's not enough to take down Nomu. After all, he doesn't just have super strength, shock absorption, but also regeneration, as Nomu's arm soon comes back after seeing that. And Mithra's saying, okay, this is literal bullshit. How the hell can we beat something like that? As Izuku's saying, well, there is one way, but right now we're in a public area and we can't use it right now. As she's saying, yeah, I figured as much. That's why I wasn't suggesting it, knowing you, for example. As Aizawa was saying, what the hell are the two of you talking about? As saying, sorry, Mr. Aizawa, it's something personal, but right now, we'll take care of this. If you can still fight, take care of the small fry villains as we take care of him. The guy with the beak and the brains coming out. As he gets in his fighting stance, as he's saying, I hate to admit it, but I guess I do have to rely on you right now, Midoriya. Don't. But if you start to feel overwhelmed, get out of there as soon as possible. That is an order. You got it? As Izuku's saying, yeah. Soon after, Shigaraki's saying, I've had enough of them. Nomu, kill them now. As the Nomu roars and rushes at Izuku with a furious punch. However, Mithra has already activated foresight and is able to see all the movements that, well, the Nomu is going to do. Rush at Izuku and Mithra and punching Izuku and knocking Mithra back. As both of them see this, Izuku dodges the punch and tosses the sword to Mithra and stabs the Nomu square in the chest. As Shigaraki saying, what? How is that even possible? He has shock absorption. He isn't supposed to feel pain like that. Sure, energy-based attacks, he may be able to absorb energy-based attacks or physical blows, but what about an energy-based attack that's sharp as a sword? As soon after she digs her light blade in deep into the Nomu, as the Nomu screams out in pain. Soon after, Shigaraki says, damn it all! Mithra soon pulls the blade out and lands right next to Izuku, as saying, still not enough to take him down. As, well, it's up to you. Do what you can. As Izuku saying, I will. Please, Mithra, give me all the ether you can supply me. As she's saying, will do. And as ether flows into Izuku, as he begins going glow, and his hair begins flowing up. As Aizawa sees this while taking care of the remaining villains that are near the entrance. As he's saying, what is this feeling? Soon after, Izuku raises the sword as energy begins pouring into it. Soon after, he soon screams out, Delaware, Detroit, smash! As a huge blast of light hits the Nomu full on. As soon after, the Nomu is sent flying all the way to the center of the USJ. As Shigaraki saying, what? How? How is that even possible? As Izuku, feeling all this, begins feeling the feedback from all that ether and goes to his knees. As Mithra soon goes to him, saying, Izuku, are you okay? As saying, yeah, I'm fine. Just need a little bit of a breather. Soon after, Korigiri and Shigaraki heads to the Nomu, where it's basically regenerating itself from the huge attack that Izuku land on it. It's saying, we still have a chance against them. Let's end this now. As Izuku's still trying to catch his breath, Mithra can soon feel that, okay, I'm surprised that thing did not go down after a huge attack like that. As Izuku saying, wait, what do you mean? It's coming back. As the Nomu, as they see something falling from the air, falling from the sky of the USJ, and then lands near them, realizing, oh god, it's still here? How? That was the strongest attack I could do without using Siren. As Izuku saying, maybe I could use Pyra's burning sword. It'd be better. As Mithra saying, it won't do anything. Even if you did, sure, it could probably deal as much damage as you did the last time, but it'll just regenerate itself. As Izuku saying, yeah, but don't be forcing yourself to go through things that you know you can't handle yet. As Aizawa was saying, Midoriya, run, now! But, Mr. Aizawa, I said go! You can't handle him now. As Izuku feels frustrated, saying, damn it! After finally getting this strong, after finally becoming more powerful, I'm still not strong enough. As the Nomu rushes at Izuku, as he knows that it's coming, and that he can dodge out of it easily, but still feels powerless to do anything. It doesn't matter how much abuse he can put it through, as he realizes that he's still weak, until a voice in his head says, do you wish for more power? As he wonders, what? As the voice says, do you want the full power of the Aegis? Do you want Numa's true power? As he wonders, Numa? Who's Numa? Soon after, Izuku realized, I can't just sit by and do nothing. Mythra, Pyra, they've given me so much strength, and I won't let it go to waste. They've been by my side for 2 years. I won't let them down. I won't let everyone else down. I show you how strong I have become. As soon after, Mithra's sword begins glowing green instead of the usual red flames or yellow light. Begins turning into a green light blade as light begins enveloping both Izuku and Mythra. Not only that, a light beam pierces right down on the USJ as everyone sees this and wonders what's going on and what's happening. As the blade, as from another area, another place, another plane of another dimension, a man sits there as saying, so it's finally opened again. As soon after, Izuku rushes at the Nomu with this new blade and strikes at it with all his might. With only one slash, the Nomu stops in its tracks and doesn't do anything. It just stands there and soon falls to his knees and falls down with one slash. As Izuku is wondering, wait, what just happened? After that, Mythra soon reverts back to her normal form. As for a split instant, she looked and felt completely different and wonders what just happened at that very second. With Izuku wondering as well, as Shigaraki wonders, what the hell? I just saw what happened, but I don't understand. That kid just slashed Nomu and then he just fell down. He was supposed to be regenerating right now. Why isn't he regenerating? Soon after, All Might soon appears. After that, and soon vows and has a sense of anger and screams out, Never fear, because I am here. As he sees what's going on, and soon also sees Izuku, as his eyes are still realizing from what he just did, as he realized, young Midoriya, Miss Mithra, as he sees Miss Mithra on the ground, feeling like she's exhausted from some reason, and Izuku, who still hasn't fully come to reality yet, with him seeing the Nomu, with the huge slash wound still in his chest, not regenerating whatsoever, as he wonders, young Midoriya, did you do this? Did you take this villain down? As soon after Izuku hears All Might's voice saying, All Might, I don't know what happened. For 1 minute, I heard a voice in my head, and then the next, that I cut down the Nomu without even realizing it. I don't know what just happened. As soon after, Shigaraki thinks, damn it all. Not only Nomu is down for the count. All Might's here. Damn it all. Well then, I guess it's finally game over. As Shigaraki tells Kurogiri to make a warp gate, with Kurogiri making it and leaving the USJ. After that, All Might soon went to multiple zones and took care of the remaining villains easily without even breaking a sweat. Mostly because he's still undergoing his time limit. However, with all the other teachers now arriving, he's now doing a lot more better than he would at canon. As Izuku is basically there with an unconscious Mithra, as she's basically in Izuku's lap, as she realized, wait, what's going on? Izuku, looks like you're finally awake. I'm glad you're okay, Mithra. As she has, what just happened? As he wonders, I wanted to know the same thing. What did happen? Soon after, the police also arrived to detain and take many of the other villains, as they began wondering if Izuku was the one who saved the day, with Izuku not sure what happened as well, feeling like he blacked out for a split second. But all he can remember is wanting to take down the Nomu, and that's it. As Sakaguchi saying, it's okay. Just so you know, that villain that you took down isn't dead. It's just unconscious. As from your testimony, you said that it had not just shock absorption or super strength, but also regeneration. Isn't that right? As Izuku saying, yeah, we thought that he would be regenerating, but after cutting him, and he's still alive, didn't regenerate and soon knocked out. I just don't know what happened. As soon after, even so, what you did was a good thing, Midoriya. Just try and relax now. As Izuku feels still wondering what's going on, as Izuku goes to Mithra and saying, hey Mithra, did you or either Pyra hear a voice in your heads? As soon after, Mithra saying, what are you talking about? But I did feel different for a split second. As Pyra soon switches out with Mithra, saying, for a moment, I felt like me and Mithra just became one for a split second. Like both our consciousness just became one for just 1 second in a way. Visible second. That's all I could say. That's all I can remember before passing out alongside Mithra. As Izuku saying, yeah, I felt like your sword changed too. You guys only said that you only had 2 swords. like Mithra, like Pyra's version and your version, Mithra. So, do you guys have a third one? As Pyra saying, not that I know of, but if I do, I don't know if you can control it right now. And after all of Izuku's classmates soon say, "Nice work, Midoriya. That was awesome." As everyone soon congratulate Izuku for what he done, being amazing and everything. However, Bakugo feeling frustrated that Izuku getting all the credit for taking down a powerful villain that's said to be stronger than All Might. As soon after, everyone in Class 1A has at least one day off, with Izuku and Mithra going back home after spending a couple of hours at Mithra's favorite cafe that she likes to go to. With Izuku asking Pyra if does she, so you really think that you have a third sword? And I know that there's still as she's saying, it's just a hunch. There's still things about me and Mithra that I don't even know about. I still wonder if it's even possible. Wondering what our father wanted for us. As Izuku saying, your father? You mean that architect guy, right? The one who created you? As she's saying, yeah, that's all I know. Soon after, Izuku felt a presence. Felt like somebody was calling out to him. As Pyra wondering, Izuku, are you okay? Saying, yeah, I just feel like something's around here, or someone. As he looks around and soon feels something glowing blue, and looking like a spear in a way. As he grabs the shiny looking rock and wonders, hey, what is this? As Pyra takes a close look at it, saying, oh my god, that's a core crystal. And saying, wait, a core crystal? But it looks nothing like yours. As Pyra's saying, normal core crystals look like that. They only take certain shape after the blade being awakened. As soon after, Izuku saying, then if that's the case, maybe we should just take it. Before realizing, the blade began awakening. As Izuku began freaking out, saying, wait, I didn't mean... As Pyra's saying, you were slowly bonding with the blade while you were touching it. Seriously, Izuku, you had to put it down. Before he could realize, the core crystal drops out of his hands, and the blade began fully manifesting after that. And soon after, it awakens into a man with silver armor, white hair, and a long katana on his back. As Izuku begins freaking out, thinking, so this guy is now my blade, right? As he soon introduced himself as Jin. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please tell me what you guys think in the comments below. I would love to hear them. Like and subscribe, which helps out my channel. At any rate, this is Mooky, signing out. Later.